Today we're going to begin with the very simplest 3 breath practice. And I know what you might be thinking, Miss Matthews, really, I know how to breathe, but how many breaths have you paid attention to today? And one of the things that we begin to notice when we practice mindfulness is paying attention in this particular way does something. What does it do? Well, you can experience it in your body. So the first thing is to notice how you're sitting at the moment. Is your spine a little bit rounded? Are you leaning over your desk? Perhaps you're leaning back in your chair. And we want to bring ourselves to sitting on the edge of your seat, or if you're sitting on the floor, bringing length to the spine, sitting up nice and tall. And one way to think about that is to feel as though a string is pulling up the crown of your head. So your chin tucks slightly. You might notice your shoulders widening and relaxing. And we like to think about this place when we're sitting with a tall posture as our mindful body. And what you might notice is that it's not rigid, not holding myself here, but it's soft. Like if you can imagine kelp in the ocean, the way it grows up towards the sun and moves with the tide. It's really easy, gentle, soft. And even though we have a good posture, it's relaxed. And we can now begin practicing 3 breath practice. Some important things: if you've got a cold, breathe in and out through your mouth. We want to focus our attention, though, if you don't have a cold, on breathing in and out through our noses. And if this is the first time you're practicing, bring attention to noticing what the temperature of the air is when it comes in and what the temperature is when it goes out. So sitting tall. Oh, one other thing. You can either close your eyes, or if you want to keep your eyes open, let your gaze be soft. So you're not staring hard, but let it be soft, and focus on a point in the room. And what that helps with is that you're just not looking around at your neighbors. You're practicing your attention, and it begins with your mindful body sitting tall and soft, and closing your eyes if you feel comfortable, bringing attention to the air coming in through your nose and the air going out. Feeling the air coming in, long, deep breaths, slowly, and out. Breathing in and out. As you breathe out, take a moment to notice what happened in your body. Let your breath return to normal. And do you notice something? What would you describe your experience as? Then open your eyes. And if you'd like to pause the tape and share with your teacher or with a classmate what you noticed happened after your practice or while you were practicing. And then we'll move on to, did you notice the temperature of the air coming in and out of your body? And can you talk about that? And what place did you come to when you were paying such close attention to that temperature coming in and going out? Now our focusing practice. So in that first practice, my shoe is hurting my foot. In that first practice, we paid attention to our breath. And in this focusing practice, we're going to bring attention to our listening and how closely we can listen. And one of the ways that we can help us bring attention to listening deeply, listening closely, is to listen to the sound of a chime. And you've seen these before. I'm going to ring this chime, and you're going to listen to the very end of the sound. When you can no longer hear the sound, raise your hand. Now we're going to do that one more time, but we're going to close our eyes and listen to the very end of the sound. And when the sound has gone completely away and you've heard the last drop of sound, bring your attention to the gentle sound of your own breathing, just for a moment, and then we'll see what happens. Here we go. Turn your attention to the sound of your own breath. And take a moment to tune in, to notice, what does it feel like in your mind and your body to listen so closely? And can you describe that space to your classmates or to your teacher? And congratulations, that's your first practice, your first two practices, calming and focusing. And I'm going to challenge you in your class with your teacher to find 2 times in your day when you can practice the very simple 3-breath practice and the focusing practice. And then we'll come back with a little bit more in a few days' time. Your teacher might decide, let's take this a little bit further. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Enjoy your day.